Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Another day, another dollar. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Margin, how we doing? Ponzi, PH, Captain Rusty, Nomitz, Brian, appreciate you joining the stream. Appreciate you supporting the stream. 3D, Robert, Closer, Chef. Good morning, Chef. Doing well. Margin, again, there he is. Anna, good morning. David, Marquise, Emmy. Morning, everyone. Morning, Ty. Taco Tuesday. Yeah, it's true. I have to make some tacos today. Might have to make some tacos. Shop on fire, yeah. I'm looking at Shop today. Nice move for that Shopify. Morning, everyone. That ain't right, is it? No. All right. Yesterday, another really good day. Yeah, another almost another 100,000 yesterday on Tesla. This morning, took some profits on Tesla yesterday. Took half off the Decembers, around 350. It was right around this area here. Took around half off that. Actually, no, it was after the push. It was like sort of after it is coming down a little bit. So took a little bit more off those Decembers there yesterday. Still holding half of the Decembers. I'll actually just go ahead and pull it up. 1 second. And then have not sold any of the Februaries. Still don't see a reason to do that. Go ahead and pull up the updated positions here. Alrighty. So here's the open positions. Tesla. So I sold half of the Decembers yesterday. We can just go to the orders from yesterday. That was right here at the bottom. Sold 15 of the December 245s at $102 per contract. Wild. Still holding half. Those are still valued of. So this position is still about. Still got about $300,000 in Tesla. Even taking positions off, the size of the position doesn't go down. So still got the 15 there. Still got the 20 February 300s, which are crazy already. $46 in the money, which is I bought these 300 calls as like a flyer. I was like, oh, maybe it'll go to 300. Let me just buy these. And now it's $46 in the money, which is insanity. Yeah. So that's that. Year to date. Here's your live year to date. Not sure who else does this on a live stream. Tell me who else does this on a live stream, and I will gladly. Now it doesn't want to load. Go back. There we go. Month to date. Year to date. Month to date. Year to date. So year to date on E-Trade, $936,000. Including Interactive Brokers, we have crossed the $1 million mark for trading profits in 2024. Did I ever expect to be able to say that? No. So there you go. There you go. That's all with a $287,000 loss. I know you want to see that too, right? Take a look at that down there. Ouch. Look at the semiconductors just smacking me in the ass this week. Or this year. Look at this. Semiconductors smacking me, even though they went straight up. And I guess the long term is paying for some of that. But semiconductors combined, SMCI, AMD, NVIDIA, lost over $387,000 on those. Ridiculous. If that wasn't there, this would be like 1.3. SPX, Apple, Tesla, Google, Microsoft. Oh, TSM pays back some of the semiconductor weakness. So yeah, that's that. That's the update on the portfolio for you. I'll probably do like a year-to-date live stream, like end of year. It could be a fun time. Invite everyone that's, invite all the haters, invite all the doubters. Come on in. Right? Come on into the live stream. Come watch it live. So let's get started. Number one, guys, want to keep you guys updated on the. Can I focus it? It's not clear. I couldn't add a. That's user error. Figure it out. Make your screen clear. Want to keep you guys updated on the lifetime membership giveaway. If you buy a shirt, if you buy some merch, you get entered to win. That's up on the top of your. That's at the top of your chat box. You'll see that link up there. Here it is. Go ahead and check out the TTL sweatshirts coming out. I'm going to try to do this more often. Buy a sweatshirt, get entered to win a lifetime giveaway, lifetime membership. And really, this only goes until I run out of stock, which is very low. I'll actually show you the stock straight from my. Here's the stock that I have straight from my supplier. So this is the stock right here. And this is how much I paid for those shirts. So I'm not making any money on these guys. I'm really not. So don't think that this is something. I'm just trying to do something nice for the community, get the name out there, get the shirts going. So I paid $25 a sweatshirt, pretty much. And I only have about 60 of them. So really only making like $10 a shirt. And if you want to get one and join the giveaway, get some Options Insider merch, go ahead and check it out. Hopefully I can bring those prices down over time, but that it is for now. All right. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. Hope you're enjoying the week so far. It's been a pretty nice week to start. Let's see what happens. Again, please don't be the person that's shocked if the market pulls back. Please don't be that trader. Please don't wake up to the market being slightly lower, not even 0.5% in panic. There is reason for the market to come down. There is reason for a cool off, right? There is reason for a cool off. Let it be, right? Lower your position. This is what I've been talking to the group all day yesterday. I said, let's lower our position sizes. We can keep looking for some opportunities to the upside, but let's lower our position sizes, and let's make sure that if we do wake up on some kind of gap down or the market does start to cool off, well, that's okay, right? For now, it's just U.S. shipping. I'll hopefully change that soon, but for now, this first one is U.S. shipping. There's going to be plenty more giveaways throughout the year, guys. This is what I'm going to do this pretty much every month. Let's spin the wheel. I'll also give away whatever I win here, if I ever win anything. It's just blank. That's good. That's really good. Good job, Wap. Gonna have to reach out to these guys here. This is not gonna work. I'm screenshotting this. Spin that thing. All right, let's get started. So today, economic calendar. Today is Tuesday. Really nothing. Just a bunch of talking heads. FOMC members all over the place. Nothing I'm really that focused on. Tomorrow is the big day. Okay. Core CPI. That's the big day right there. Let's be aware of that. That's something to be aware of if you're holding any kind of swings overnight. Make sure you are aware of that possible volatility. You're also going to get some FOMC members speaking the rest of the day. So interesting day tomorrow morning. You won't be able to react to this. So make sure your positions are comfortable. Thursday, PPI, and Friday retail sales. Okay, very nice. All right, now let's go to the earnings calendar, which is Shopify this morning and Home Depot. Nice moves on Shop. Decent on Home Depot. Not great, but decent. Go ahead and pull that up. You guys can see right here, Home Depot, Shopify, big beat. You guys know I'm the one-eyed shop bull. If you guys have come to this live stream for a long time, you'll get that reference, the one-eyed shop bull. Well, that has paid off. We had Shopify shares down at $30. It's now over $100. So that is sick. Congrats on Shop. C Limited, another one that went up quite big. How did OnCloud do? Or On Running? Is it OnCloud or On? I don't know. What is their ticker, by the way? I can't make out what that says. What's OnCloud's ticker? Someone tell me. How'd Hertz do? Hertz. Hertz is down pre-market. How'd they do? I'm actually curious. My ex-employer. Loss. Miss. Not good, huh? Not good for Hertz. On. ON. Miss here as well. How is their stock in general? Coming back pretty well. All right. Tonight, SoundHound, Kava, Spotify, Oxy, Disney. Oh, you boys better start buying. You boys better start buying. AAP, here it comes. Advanced Auto Parts. Here we go again. Are we buying our taillights? Has not looked good since the past earnings. AAP. All right, that's it for that. Let's move forward. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Here we go. Nasdaq futures. So, 15-minute chart, Nasdaq futures, and you know what? 30-minute chart. Right here. So, today we can see, and we talked about this level yesterday, the 21,250, right? This looks like a very tough level, guys. No doubt about it, okay? Tough level. You know, would not be surprised to see the market start to fail up here. Would not be surprised to see, rejections. If you are surprised by market downside at this point, I don't know what to say, okay? You are straight up. You need to cool off a little bit. It should happen at some point, and you need to make sure at this point you are protected from it. Downside from this point should be fully embraced. It should be the best thing for the market. You should be happy if the market moves lower, if you are bullish. You want this market to pull back. You want to find new opportunities on retracements, right? You don't want to just long the highs. So right now, a good retracement in my eyes, that 38.2 retracement's right around that 20,800. That 50% retracement's right around that 20,700, right? You have some decent retracement ideas down at some major key levels. 20,800 is possible, that 20,890, and that 21,000 level that we've been talking about. Some really nice levels. I'll zoom in a second. Also, make sure you understand that daily 20 SMA, we are very heavily deviated from it, and that usually creates some kind of retracement back towards the daily 20 SMA or just a sideways consolidation as the daily 20 SMA sort of catches up the price action. One of the two, right? It's either a time correction or a price correction. So this is going to happen, guys, whether you like it or not. And you just have to be a mature trader and just say, hey, let me go ahead and de-risk a little bit into the extreme squeeze that I was taking advantage of. Let me make sure that, a drop or a gap down or something to the downside isn't something I panic on. And let me make sure that I reload and look for new opportunities when they arise so that I am clearly thinking, I'm thinking with a clear mind. I'm not thinking and acting through emotion. So right now, you can see there is a key level that is holding. That's our 21,130. That was our key level on the Nasdaq yesterday. And we can see that, yes, it has created a little bit of a hold here, right? So we could say, we could attempt that 21,130 long. We could attempt that idea. However, The reason I really don't like this long, guys, is because you're really just longing right back into this very major high. And this just doesn't seem like a very positive, risk-reward area to be trading. So you could try, right? You could try that 21,130. You could look for that little long there, little scalp long off that low. But you better be aware that you are only scalping long into 21,250, right? That is a very clear supply high. And you probably don't want to take it much further than that, right? Because you're just going to get chopped up in there. So I'm not really that big of a fan of this trading range that we're currently in. As long as we hold this low, I think there is a possibility that this market just gets crazy and just sort of breaks out again, right? As long as we hold this low, then that possibility is still there, that we do get that break above 250 and we do get that next squeeze to the upside. That is very possible if that hold really comes in. But what I would probably wait for is a hold over 250, right? If you can get a clear hold over 250, then you could look for, right, that break and retest long and that continuation. That's if we can really see something step up over 250 today. Over 250, you do have to remember, you still have that 340 spot, but I do think that a solid hold over 250 would really set something interesting up there. But for now, we are not over that. So we need to respect this, and we need to wake up and enter the market today and say, hey, I'm not going to just start chasing longs up here, right? This is not where I'm going to find my best opportunity. I'm not going to just chase longs right into this high. Let me see where I can get a pullback, and then let me see where I can reload this entry point. So for me, the first one is absolutely 21,000, right? That would be a very interesting level to watch for a pullback long, in my opinion. And then that 20,890. These are my two levels that I would watch: 21,000, 20,890. Those would be two very nice spots to watch for the long, right? So right here, those are two spots I'll be watching. If we can get some deeper pullbacks, I would get more interested in where that can come in. For now, I'll just hold the positions I have, de-risk into rejection points, and sort of just keep it easy until I get my next big opportunity once this market finds some kind of a correction and new entry point. So for now, watching 250, watching 130, very key channel that's sitting on this market over the last few days. If we can break above it, then maybe this thing continues to squeeze, very possible still. If we do break below that 130 level and hold below it, then I would be looking for the drop into 21,000 and the drop into 20,890. And if you are panicking during this drop, then you need to zoom out, okay? You need to zoom out. QQQ. Pretty much the same idea here. You can see it's pretty much just between 515 and 512. Very clear three-point channel on the QQQ. We talked about this channel yesterday. We can clearly see the 515 level causing rejections. We can clearly see the 512 level keeping us higher. For now, I would probably not get that crazy trading within this three-point range. So watch 512, watch 515. Keep an eye between that zone. Below 512, you have this little shelf right here around 510.35 that I would watch. But really, guys, once again, I will give you my best long opportunity. Whoops, I just moved that line. I think the best long opportunity remains 505 on the QQQ. And I'm actually going to do this. I think your best long opportunity remains right here. Either right here or within this zone right here. 505 to 503. I think continues to be your next best long right here. Let me show you why. So if I look at this 4-hour chart, this right here is the previous all-time high area. This right here is a previous high. And I think if you can get this pullback back to this zone, this is really where your next major long comes in, right? So that's that's the main one. That's the one that I would be attacking very aggressively. Back to these highs, right? Back to this high right here. Back to where this squeezed through that high. Come back down, retest that level, build some consolidation, right? This is exactly what it did here, right? Make people think that the market's tanking. Oh my God, we're done. The U.S. is gone, right? Get those bears going. Get them all horned up. Yep, here we go. Top of the market. Short everything, right? Then consolidate at that key demand and then squeeze back higher. That's the long I'd want, right? Right around 503, 505. Not there yet. It might happen. I would stay patient for it if you'd want. I think it's very possible that we do get that. That is simply just a 1.5, 1.6% pullback from where we are right now. That's right here, right? 505, right in there. So I'll be waiting for that to get really aggressive. We'll see if we get it. For now, we're holding above 512. We might hold this 1035. We're going to see what happens in this zone right here. If we continue to hold above it, then markets can rally again, right? If we hold above 515, then I could see that QQQ rallying again, no doubt, right? No doubt. All right. S&P 500, 610, our exact level. I mean, it's about as perfect as it gets in terms of break and retest for now. Thursday high, Friday pre-market high. Look at 610, guys. That is a break and retest if I've ever seen one. So this could really be just a higher low and a new structure on the ES, right? Very possible. This does not need to pull back to any great amount in the short term. If the bears or if the bulls really step up right here at this 610, previous Thursday high, previous Friday pre-market high, if those bulls step up aggressively at 610 right here, this is just going to be a previous high that turns into a low, right? Very clear. Previous high into lows. Beautiful, right? That could set up beautifully. So I would continue to watch this 610. This has been a very nice long opportunity, both yesterday intraday and in the pre-market. You can see those opportunities back to the upside, holding above the previous Thursday and Friday high. Very clear, right? And yeah, I would watch that, right? And as long as that's above there, there's really no reason to think that this market's dropping, okay? There is no reason to think that this ES is going to fall if we are holding above 610. That is a clear as can be previous high into lows. If we fail under 610, then you know that you can look to trade this down towards the 59.85 as your next level, right? Under 610, we trade back down to 59.85, and you can look to short under 6,010 into that 59.85, right? So I would not short until you see that failure under 6,010. If you can get that failure, look for the short down into 59.85. Under 59.85, you can short this thing back down into this 59.50. But for now, that is not what's happening. So I would look for that pullback long at 6,010. Look to see if that can trade back into the 6,040 area. And then over 6,040, you're going to get your upside continuation. Very clean ES chart. Very, 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 very clean ES chart. I mean, if you look at this ES chart without bias, it's about as clean as it possibly gets. That is very, very clean. Now, the one thing I will say, right? The one thing I will say is that these are short-term levels. So we can't trust these like we would trust, a 4-hour or daily chart major previous high, right? That's not what this is. These are short-term levels, right? This ES is straight up. This is not a retest of 59.15, okay? You need to understand the difference here. You need to understand the weight that you put on certain levels. So would I put as much confidence in a hold of 6,010 as I would a retest of 59.15? Hell no, right? Absolutely not. And if you don't understand the difference there, then I hope that you're paying attention. This retest right here is very different than a retest of that 6,010 level, right? So this is a multiple day, right, rejection point for like a month, right? Rejected here for a month. You pull back to this level, you're long very confidently, right, off that level. You are not as confidently long on a little short-term level at 610 here on the intraday. That's a scalp idea. It's an idea, right? It's possible to hold up, but you need to understand what are the bigger levels on the market. Why did the market hold 57.30? Who remembers that level, right? Not too long ago, we had the chat, panicking to the downside right into previous major highs that held as lows, right? Why did the ES hold here? Well, look at this. Bam, bam, bam. These are 4-hour levels versus 15-minute levels, right? This is the 15-minute. Well, let me go to the 30-minute, actually. Let me zoom out. 1 second. This is the 30-minute chart, right? These are the levels up here. 6,010. It's there, right? But that is not a 4-hour retest level. We need that 59.15 level today. Hey, it's possible, right? I would love that. That would be sick, right? If we could get a panic drop back down to that 59.15, retest that previous high, and get close to that daily 20 SMA, that would be really nice, right? That would be, I mean, if you look at this daily chart, your next real long opportunity, like the major next long opportunity, is where? Where is your next major long that doesn't require a chase? I mean, it's 59.15, guys. No doubt. That's your next long if you're not chasing this market. Look at how beautiful the structure of this chart is. Previous highs, lows, lows, previous highs. This right here is your next long. Right here. Look at, you can pretty much just look into the future here. It's very clear, right? You can very clearly expect the same type of, right? You can expect the same type of action on the market. It's just the same ebbs and flows of how the market moves, right? But you get so wrapped up on the intraday, you just can't stop panicking. So look at how the ebbs and flows of this market work. And so what you really want to wait for, if you really want to grab that next long, is right there, right? Right there. Previous highs, big pullback. Get everyone to start panicking. Get the chat going. Oh, my God, here we go. Bam, straight back up, okay? Think about it. Don't be the herd. Pay attention to the longer-term picture. For now, you could hold this 6,010, and you can continue this rally, right? We could go, just because we got to go to 59.15, guys, just because that's your next long does not mean that you can't be at 6,100 before 59.15, okay? That's the other thing you need to know. You can be at 6,100 before 59.15. That's also very possible. Next. SPY. 30-minute chart. 596.70. Previous highs, right? Previous highs. 596.70. Perfect retest hold. That is exactly 6,010. That is going to hold the market higher. If you're above 596.70, the market's holding higher. If it's below that, you're going to drop to 594. You're going to drop to 592. You're possibly going to drop to 590, right? These are some of those pullback levels. For now, 596.70. If it holds above that, this market's going higher, right? Very clear. Where's the pullback level? On the daily chart. Where's the pullback level? The previous all-time highs at 585, right? 585, 586. That's really your next pullback long, the major one, right here. Previous all-time highs, right there. The market will pull back to that level at some point. It will, right? It's just a matter of time. Could it be at 610 before it's at 585? Yes. Could it be at 605 before 585? Yes. Could it go higher until the end of the year? Yes. But at some point, this will retest, and it will create an awesome long opportunity, right? This took, a month. This is a month. This could be a month of sort of consolidation, right? Maybe before we get that drop towards 585. So for now, we just got to pay attention to the short levels. But while we're paying attention to the short-term levels, we cannot lose track of the larger-term picture, right? Just because we're trading on the short term up here, we cannot get tunnel vision and lose track of how bullish this market still is. No matter how much you drop from this point, if it's above 585, there ain't nothing bearish about this market. And I don't care what your bias has to say, because your bias is wrong. There is nothing bearish about a market if it is above previous all-time highs and pulling back towards it. That is bullish, right? So there's a difference between the longer-term picture and the short-term picture. And so for now, we have to trade the short-term because we're in full momentum mode, right? We're in full momentum mode. We got to pay attention to the short-term stuff. Right now, it's 596.70. It's 594. It's this 592. But you got to make sure that you pay attention to the bigger picture and know how extended we are past that very, very key demand at 585. Okay? All right. Hopefully you're paying attention, man. This is free information. I don't even know why I'm giving it away for free. Maybe it's because I just love to do it, man. And I hope that you guys can just maybe press the goddamn like button. That's all I ask. All right. CDP, what have I talked about for 10 minutes, man? Of course I know that it's overheated. I mean, I've talked about that, guys. I am not dumb, okay? I'm not overly bullish. I'm not overly bearish. I've done very well for myself in trading this year. I keep a very open mind to all opportunities. I know that you have to stay on the bullish side in a bullish market. I understand that there could be rejections and pullbacks, and you have to, right? I've said this to the group. You have to start decreasing your position sizes. As you start to rip straight to the upside, you have to start decreasing position sizes. You can't long up here with the same size as down here, right? You have to start slowing it down, right? Because at some point, you're going to get that day where you wake up and the market's down 1%, right? And you're saying, oh, fuck, right? And that day, you better not be over leveraged on the long side up at the all-time highs, right? Because then you're going to get smacked. 247 SMH, you really need to see this SMH wake up today, right? You got to get this SMH to wake up today. 20 SMA, you got to hold above it. You either hold above that or the 100 SMA at 247, right? 247, right? Very big down there. SMH, this is what I talked about yesterday, right? The SMH feels a little heavy, okay? It feels a little heavy. So this is something that's very important to pay attention to, guys. You don't need to trade off this. You need to understand what it's doing. You need to know what the SMH is doing at all times. You don't have to trade it, but you need to be understanding of market conditions. Right now, the SMH is a little bit weaker than everything else, and it's a problem that you need to understand, okay? If this SMH stays weak, the market likely starts to slow down. If this SMH rockets again, the market's going to continue higher, okay? This is very important. It's something to pay attention to. You don't need to trade it, but you need to understand it. NVIDIA earnings is approaching. If this SMH stays very weak and continues lower, it's going to drag the Nasdaq down, and that could probably give you some insight as to where the next move is. If this SMH rockets again off the 20 SMA, this market's going higher. It just is, right? So that is very, very important to pay attention to. IWM, something to watch here. Look at this retest. Previous highs, look at that 239. Watch that retest on IWM today. 235, 239, two big retests. Watch the 244.50, right? Watch the 244.50 above. All right, let's get into some stocks. What is Shopify? Yeah, I want to watch Shopify. Oh, no, stop. Please stop. Please don't go any further, Shop. Stay right there. All right, Tesla. So, took some profits on Tesla here around the 350 yesterday. I think that was the right move. Tesla just on an insane gap up, right, yesterday. Never gave back, never pulled back in the gap. And then this morning, you got the gap fill around that 328.50, 325. So right here, early morning, you get that panic drop. Oh, I forgot about the Daniel Jones. Hold on. Let's go Daniel Jones. What the hell is that on the Daniel Jones? The Daniel Jones is hot as can be, man. I mean, he's not hot, but the Dow is. So I hopefully Daniel Jones is gone. It's over for him. But anyways, 44,000, 43,580. Last week, we talked about the Dow outperformance, right? And that is exactly what's happening again. Watch the Dow outperformance. There is a lot of Dow stocks. There are a lot of Dow stocks that are looking very strong. Home Depot, Lowe's, the banks, Goldman Sachs, big. UNH, very strong. These Dow stocks are moving. So pay attention to it. Another big push on the Dow today. And the Dow just vertical yesterday, right off the open. Does not seem like it's interested in pulling back at the moment, to be quite honest. Looks like we just got to keep making these new levels. 44,300, 44,000, 43,580. Okay? All right, let's go to Tesla. So Tesla, I think, is going to have to come back down a little bit, fill this gap again. You guys can see right here, there's a gap up right here from that Monday, right yesterday morning. We came back down to fill that gap. So I would watch this 325 to 328.50 zone today, and I would see if it holds, right? If you pull back to this, can you hold this gap fill area? Right in this area, 325 to 328.50. Nice level there. Now, if you don't hold there, you're going to come back to this 315. This is a daily chart triple top. Daily triple top, okay? This is a daily chart triple top from back in July, I believe it was. Let me zoom out. I'm pretty sure that was back in July. So right here, was it July or was it August? It was back in August. So right here, you have a 315 daily chart triple top, and that would be the level that I would look for Tesla to come back down to and hold, right? So right here, we have 315. This would be another spot I would look to see if Tesla pulls back to and holds. 315, this gap fill 325, 328.50, and then under that, I think you're going to move back to 300. If you break under 315, you're coming back to 300, okay? Embrace the pullbacks. The trader that starts to panic on a Tesla pullback will be the exact trader that misses the next push to the upside. If you are scared of Tesla pulling back, you will not catch the move back to the upside. It's just as simple as that. So figure out how to get comfortable. Figure out where you're watching to get new longs. I would watch 325. I'd watch 315. I would absolutely watch 300. That could really be the best long down at 300, right? That could be a sick retest of that Psych 300 level. Would be very, very nice. So watching all of them, 300, 315, and then this gap fill 325, I would be careful getting too aggressively long into 350. This is a very big level up here. 350, you can see the rejections that are coming in, and I would unload risk as we sit near this supply, right? This is no excuse to be full risk here, okay? NVIDIA, what a beautiful retest this looks to be, huh? I mean, this is quite possibly one of the prettiest retests out there right now. You have previous all-time highs right around this 144 level. I mean, take a look at this thing, guys. So, unfortunately, earnings are approaching, but there might be still some opportunity. If the SMH can heat up today, I don't know if I could show you a cleaner break and retest on such a major chart, right? Look at this 144. 144 previous all-time highs. Look at the double bottom. Look at the reaction off that this morning. I don't know if I could show you a cleaner break and retest on the market right now. That is beautiful. Look at the reaction out of this zone. And look at the push that's coming in. So today, I would look to see if we can get back over that 146.50. If we can, you might see that continuation, right? If you can pull back down into this demand, I would not be scared of that, and I would look for another opportunity back to the upside. NVIDIA, interesting. Let's see. AMD, a piece of shit. Definitely a piece of shit, but is this a cup and handle, man? I mean, this would be possibly the cleanest cup and handle you'll ever see as well if this really plays out. I don't know if it will because AMD has been shit, but I think that's probably the most perfect example of a cup. I mean, look how, I mean, if you took the angle of this round, I mean, it's probably about as perfect of a circle as it gets. I mean, that's just wild to me how you're creating a geometric circle here with tickers, with candles. I mean, it just sort of blows my mind. So a very clear cup, a very clear handle. And if this does result in a break over 150, I mean, this could be something to watch. I hate the stock right now. It really has not been a very fun stock to trade, but I can't say that doesn't look like an interesting thing to watch, right? It definitely is still something interesting to watch. Whoops, I didn't mean to draw it like that. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's just monitor it. If that thing does break out over to 150 and then holds above that 150, that could be a little something right there. Broadcom needs to get over 180. ARM, dead. I don't like it. Maybe back down to 135. You could watch that down at 135 again for a pushback into 150. Qualcomm's dead. Took my loss on that yesterday. Just the whole semiconductor. Right? SMH starting to wake up a little bit off that 20 today. They were weak yesterday, but that can flip that can flip very quickly. Watch it, okay? Pay attention to it. Don't lose sight of it just yet. It could be that trade that everyone starts to forget about, right? Apple, okay? 4-hour chart Apple. Really been relatively quiet here. But I would watch this 223 demand, see how that steps up. You got to get out of this range here between 223 and 229.50. Got to get out of there. I'll wait for something to happen there. Microsoft, I don't like it. Possibly the pullback to 416, but I do not like longing Microsoft right back into 423. Microsoft needs to get back over 423. Meta, very interesting chart here. Very, very interesting chart here. Pulling back in a nice systematic pullback, which I love. I love a systematic pullback like this. This is a very nice, clean pullback. Right back into the daily 20 SMA. If Meta holds over 585 today, this is a must watch. Okay? Daily chart, you can look at this daily chart. You can see that wick coming off that daily 20. I like that, right? Nice hammer wick off that daily 20. We check out the 4-hour chart. You can see a 4-hour sort of bull flag forming here. If you can get over this 585 and that market stays hot, right, this could be asexual pullback and breakout. I would watch this. This is a nice pop, retracement, and long. Guess what else did this? Think for a second. What else did this? Take a second. It's very easy. What else went straight up, retraced, and then squeezed again? What is it? Tesla. So pay attention to this. Straight up squeeze, systematic pullback, back to the 20 SMA. This is the exact same thing. Pay attention to this. It's starting to get a little, I mean, some of you might be buying this pre-market already. Who's buying this pre-market? Who bought it? Who's pushing this stock higher as we talk about it? So pay attention. Stop buying Meta, please. Shopify. Fuck. Stop, please. So Shopify. If Shopify holds over this weekly high right here, if Shopify holds over this weekly high at 98.85, I don't see why this stops until 127. Right here. See this right here? I don't think that's going to stop in there. If I go to the daily chart, I got MU for you. If I go to the daily chart, take a look at this daily chart area right here. You have 98.85 right here, and you have this low right here around 127. Maybe a little bit of rejection around this 119, 120 area, but I think that this is going to get, see this? See how this is pretty much vertically down? I think that's going to get very, very interesting here soon on Shop after this earnings. Look at this thing. So you are right back over that 98.85. Looks like you're holding around this 102 spot, but I would still give it back to that 98.85 here. If you hold above these levels here, I don't see this stopping until that 120, until that 127. This is absolutely a watch for me today. Shopify has been one of our best calls here on the live stream. If you have been part of this live stream, you know we were one-eyed shot bull in here. Who remembers the one-eyed shot bull? Right down here in the 30s. Congratulations to the shot bulls. Lulu. Yep, Lulu. This is also something I will not be selling for a very long time. I might even be getting like next year contracts on this one. This looks very, very clean right now. 1 hour chart on Lulu. Take a look at this stair stepping, please. Please take a look at this stair stepping on Lulu. Look at this chart. It really does not get quite more beautiful than a structure like this. These are some stair stepping, laying bricks, right? This is your foundation, okay? You know that foundation they put in between the bricks? The cement? That's the cement right in there, right? Let's put some cement in there. Here's my brick. Here's my brick. Here's my brick, right? There's my cement. That's where that's what's holding me higher right there, right? And then the next cement gets laid right here. All right, if we can hold above that 323, our next cement gets laid and we push back higher. All right? Look how beautiful that stock chart is. It's just, it's clean. It's legible, right? It's predictable. All right? Stop, please. Stop buying Meta, please. All right, let's go over some small caps. HIMS. Yeah, some small caps here. Number one, HIMS. Please watch HIMS on a retest of all-time highs. This is a sick breakout. If this retests all-time highs, I would absolutely be watching this. All-time highs, 25.75. That is right here. Right in here. If we can come back down and retest that previous all-time high, I would watch this. That's definitely a watch there. Roblox, 54 would be a huge hold for Roblox. If I go to this weekly chart, take a look at this on Roblox, 54. Over 54, there's really nothing above. 54 to 73, not much there. Watch 54. The hell is that noise? Something's going on in my house. I have no idea what it is. Home Depot? Yeah, I'll go over Home Depot real quick. Home Depot 420. So this is a very key 405 hold. Right here. 405. Very nice hold. 420 is the rejection, right? 420 is the rejection. Got to get over 420. Right here. All-time highs. That would be the level to watch. Okay. Lulu. Oh, Lulu. I meant Lowe's. Lowe's. Right here. Lowe's. Break and retest. We talked about this one. Working out beautifully. Watch that. Very clean. What else? Let's go over Google. Let's go over Amazon real quick. Google. 179.50. 183.50. 179.50. 183.50. Those are your levels on Google. I like this Amazon pullback today. I would be watching this. Right here. 206. 208. Take a look at this. Okay? 206, 208. 206. Look at that hold. Look at 208. If we can hold over 208, I would look for that to continue higher. Okay? If we can hold over that 206, and if we can reclaim this 208, this could be a very nice pop towards the upside to 210. I would be watching this very closely. Let's go to MU for pump. 4-hour chart. I no longer like MU. I liked it at one point. Get Sty out of the chat, please. We're not looking at Cat. Get him out. Margin, kick him out. 105 right here on MU. And then you need to get back over 109, right? Got to get over 109. Okay, I'm going to get him out. Oh, man. 109, I don't like that it rejected there, to be honest. 105. You got to hold 105, but I would want to see this reclaim 109, okay? AMD's moving. Yeah. It's starting. Something's happening out there. Something's happening out there. Let's see, man. I would watch those things today. Watch Meta over 585. Watch that semiconductor action. Nvidia. Watch that AMD. Yeah. Watch that shop. Oh my God! Please stop. Here we go. Oh man, shop's gone. All right. Well, some big stuff out there. It's 8:51. If you want more information, you're gonna have to pay for it. Come to the Discord if you want to check it out down below. If you want to get a possibility to get the lifetime membership, go ahead and buy a T-shirt. Go buy a merch. Go buy some merch. Link is in the chat right here. You guys can go ahead and buy some Options Insider merchandise from Trader Tees. You buy that, you have a chance to win. Really only about 100 people are going to be able to enter this, so it's a limited amount of people. Check it out. If you want to get some technical levels, down below it says get my levels. Or just come to the live stream every day for $0 and just press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's up to you. Press that like button, subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.